I've got a little bit of an old wives' tale, kind of a myth I want to dispel for you today with our chickens. We've got some pullets down here. We haven't really talked about them a whole lot this year. I don't know why. They're losing their minds right now wanting to get outside. But we have 6 pullets over here when one of them is laying, the other 5 are not. We're getting ready to let them all out into the yard along with our adult hens. Okay, so we have a wide variety of ages here. Okay, a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 6-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 2-year-olds, and ones that are like 21 weeks. Okay, so we got a wide variety of ages of hens here and pullets, and I want to talk about again a bit of a myth about these pullets. But hey, first of all, we got to get them outside. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you about their combs. This is Layla. She's 2 years old, okay? She's a whiting true blue. She's beautiful and she's crazy. And she's very fidgety right now. She's wanting down already. Layla, hold on. Hold on, Layla. We got to show them, okay? Let's show them your comb. You got it? Let's talk about that floppy comb. See this beautiful comb right here? They got a comb and wattles. So she has a little bit of wattles. You ever seen a chicken with comb, wattles, and a little bit of a muff? Very, very rare, right? But that's Layla. But this comb right here is just a good single comb, and it's beautifully red, and she's laying plenty of eggs right now. The idea here is that a lot of people are going to tell you that you can tell a lot by looking at a chicken's comb, and which is very true, you can, but my dad's going to hate this. It doesn't necessarily mean that she's laying eggs or is even close to laying eggs. Get out. There we go. What about you, Diana? What about you, huh? Are you one of them? Her Diana here is 21 weeks old. She's being very noisy right now. And if you can tell, her comb is looking pretty good. Diana's comb and wattles are getting a nice color on them, right? Yeah, doing really good. All the pullets are looking good. But the truth is, Diana's not really that close to laying eggs. I think she will be our next pullet to lay eggs. I do, but she's not that close. She's actually looked that way for a few weeks now. Okay, but she's not laying eggs. We have one that is laying eggs, and I'll show you her in a minute. But she's at least another month away, maybe 6 weeks away or more. Okay, so that's just how it is. Now, people do want to tell you that all your chickens will be laying eggs in 20 weeks. I wish there were. We had one laying eggs a few days shy of 20 weeks. Great, cool. That doesn't happen all the time, okay? That's a perfect scenario, sure. But perfect scenario doesn't always happen when you have pullets. Like Pebbles here. She's beautiful, but she's not going to lay eggs for a while, are you, Pebbles? Nope. She's a little small, and she's just not maturing very quickly. Are you, Pebbles? But she's crazy and beautiful. But now you can tell a lot by looking at their combs. I mean, like Sunam here, her comb looks beautiful. Now it's not a single comb; it's a little bit of a different comb, but it looks good. And Tootie here is beautiful. Now Tootie dones down because she wants to go run around the yard. But look at her comb. She has a beautiful comb, and she's laying eggs right now. If she was not laying eggs, her comb would not be as vibrant, as large, and she wouldn't have that crazy look in her eyes all the time, like she wants to kill me. Would you, Tootie? No, but she does. That is part of. That comb is part of what can tell you how her health is doing. Okay, I want to be clear. That is part of it. Like, their comb does tell you a lot about their health. It just doesn't tell you the whole story about if they're ready to lay eggs or not. Okay, just want to be clear. You can see Bella here. Looks good, right? Looks good. She doesn't like the camera, but she looks good. But she won't lay eggs. Bella does not lay eggs. Okay, does not. Sophia, look at you. You're looking good, but she doesn't lay any eggs right now. Will she ever lay eggs again? Who knows? But she won't. She's not laying eggs right now. But her comb looks pretty good, don't it? Yeah, it does. Now Sweetness here, she's 10 years old, and she looks pretty good. See? Comb looks good, but now that comb would look bigger. She would have a much larger comb if she was actually laying eggs right now. But she actually is molting a little bit. Aren't you, Sweetness? Yeah, she has laid a few eggs this year, but again, she's 10 years old. You can't expect a whole lot out of her. But again, see, her comb looks okay, but it's not, it just means she's healthy, okay? That just means she's healthy, isn't that right? For a 10-year-old girl, she's really healthy. But eggs, not much of her in her life right now. Huh, Sweetness? Nope, she likes being held. Don't you? Yep, you like being held. So we did a video a few years ago that talked a little more in depth about this situation, about how you can tell. There's a few other things there that Angela is really good at. I'm not very good at that part of it, but she's really good at talking about the width of their pelvic bones, or if the pelvic bones are flexible or not, and that tells you a whole lot. Like doing that, we're able to narrow down within a few days of when they're actually going to start laying eggs. Okay, and that tells you can even tell that even when they're coming back out of their molt. Okay, you can even use that same method when an adult hen is coming back out of their molt, and it will give you the same results. It gives you, and along with this other trick. And by the way, we will link that video here somewhere if you want to look at that video to tell. We have one more trick, and let's see if we can do it. Okay, we'll see if she'll do it for me right now. And come here. And but honestly, it's when it's them submitting. You'll see a hen do it, and essentially they might stomp their feet, but they'll squat down, put their wings back, and they're making a place for the rooster to mount them is what's going on, really. Okay, but it's not always about mating, it's also about submitting to their authority. But the hen does not do that if her reproductive system is not active. Her reproductive system has to be active for her to lay eggs. Okay, that's just the truth of the matter. All they want, they can look like a laying hen all they want to. We've got an 8-year-old hen here who when she was a pullet looked like a laying hen for 2-3 months before she ever laid an egg, but her reproductive system was not active. Okay, so they won't do that. They won't submit like that to a rooster or to you. Like, we don't have a rooster, but sometimes our hens will submit to us. That's just a sign of submitting to their authority, essentially. Okay, that's all that is. So, but they won't do that if their reproductive system is not active. And so that's the key. Okay, you need to understand something, that like if you have hens and a rooster, or pullets and a rooster, and he'll do his little mating dance. Okay, and if he does that and she does not submit, she might not be that close to laying an egg. Okay, now if she does submit, she could lay anywhere from 5 to 10, 12 days away. Okay, so she's really getting really close, depending on how long she's been doing that. Now I will also say it's kind of a trick because they don't all submit. Okay, we have some hens that just simply don't ever submit, but as a pullet, typically they will submit a little bit when their reproductive system starts being active, because that's just how they handle it. That's how they show it. So a pullet will some, even if they don't as an adult hen. So but again, you gotta watch them and pay attention to make sure that that's what they're doing. But that's just to tell you that just because she has a good-looking comb and wattles does not necessarily mean that she's that close to laying. It is a sign of good health. It is a sign that she's maturing a little bit, but as I showed with Diana, she looks really good as far as her comb and wattles, but she's not super close to laying. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. Something you need to understand, that the comb does tell you a lot, doesn't tell you the full story. It is a bit of a myth. Not completely a myth, but there are better ways to tell if they are that close to actually laying eggs or not. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.